Okay. Bring this books. Just a minute while I wanna get you guys on the tripod so I don't have to wear my arms out. I guess I'll just hang out here until somebody shows up. Let's see if I can do this. Oh man. Trying to. Okay, apparently you can't. So anybody who goes back and watches the replay, I'm sorry for that. Hi, Jen. How's it going? What's up? I need a haircut. It's too long for me right now. Anyway, how are you doing? How's it going, everybody? Jen, I'm kind of hoping it's more than just me and you on here, but this, kind of like the rest of my stuff, has been spur of the moment, so we'll see. I'm doing this on my phone, and so I can't access my Instagram right now, which, yeah, no, I'm okay today. I got a lot done yesterday, which was fantastic. Um, and, and when I say a lot done, I had kind of, it was one of those days where you get so much done, you feel like a normal person, and oh my word, it was amazing. It was, I mean, my body's been cracking hard since, but yesterday, in the moment doing it, it was, I mean, I still had to push myself, but it was all stuff that had to be done. There was no, ooh, somebody else has joined us. There was no, yeah. So when my body behaves like that, it's great and it's very rare. Um, but it also made me realize, um, and also kind of ghosted me out, honestly, because one of the things I did yesterday was I vacuumed because over the weekend, um, we animal sat and we had people over, and so with those two things, I mean, I basically did tiny tides over the weekend like I always do, just to like sort of keep up. And my roommate did too. And then yesterday, all the cleaning I would normally do before company and after company was done yesterday. So, and I realized how mentally judgmental I am because I vacuumed my roommate's room, my room, and the common area. And I vacuumed over the common area carpet twice, and I vacuumed the couch, and um, it is a major accomplishment. And I got a bunch of other stuff done yesterday too. I mean, it was insane. And I just, like, once a year, it seems I have a day where my body's like absolutely amazing and does really well. And then I get all that done. And then the next day, I am wiped out and I do nothing. And I have food delivered because I'm too tired and wiped out to even make myself anything in the microwave. So that's kind of what today is. But why I say that I'm can be mentally judgmental is because, like I said, I vacuumed over the living room twice, filling the canister both times because I hadn't vacuumed in a few days, 4 days, you know, 5 days, whatever it was. And with the carpet that we have in the space we're renting, um, you couldn't tell that the carpet was dirty. You couldn't tell that it was bad. I mean, if you're one of those weirdos like me who can like tell the difference between vacuumed and non-vacuumed carpet when you walk on it, then yeah. But you couldn't tell, and they pulled 2 canisters worth of hair and dust and stuff from the carpet, and then probably a handful's worth of stuff from off of the couch. So, and that reminded me why I'm so grossed out when I can visibly see when somebody's carpet is disgusting and dirty, because knowing that our carpet is that dirty and you can't tell, being able to see someone's carpet that dirty, my germaphobe comes out big time. It's just like, no, gross, 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 gross. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that was good. And like I said, I got a lot done. Felt amazing. And then by the end of the night, my legs were giving out. Oh yeah, it can be really gross. So by the end, my legs were giving out at the end of the night. I was standing and my legs started to give out. And I had to catch myself on the counter and like hard grip not to fall. So, but the space is clean now, which makes it all worth it. So yeah. So today, February 28th, 2023, is Rare Disease Day. And so I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a rare genetic condition. EDS is, and so I'm trying to be better about raising awareness about it and telling people about it. And it's different for me, so, but the Ehlers-Danlos Society, their website is really good if you want information, and so is their Instagram. And you've got a ton of people, other zebras showing and talking about their conditions and what it's like for them and everything. So, in honor of Rare Disease Day, I was wondering if anybody in my life, if you let me know if you have a rare condition, or if somebody you know has a rare condition, I would love to hear about it and give them a shout out, give you a shout out, because, you know, yay for invisible illnesses. Woohoo. So that's kind of one of the things I want to do for this live. Yeah, but oh, I might need to get something to drink in a minute. Um So yeah, I wonder. So Jen, are you? Did you edit your video that you're waiting to upload and stuff, and that's why it's taking so long, or is it like a slow internet? Um, 'Cause I know with edited videos, even when I put like tiny tiny logo in my video or something, um, oh, it is edited. Yeah, because I've noticed. Oh, it's a long one. Ooh, yay! I'm excited. Um, I actually really like long videos from people because it just it gives me something to do. Why does it? It's okay. I was gonna say I thought I heard somebody, but we're not expecting anybody. But I think it's just our neighbors, so we're good. But yeah, no, I actually like long videos. I mean, I like short ones too. Don't get me wrong, but I like long videos just because. Hi, Michelle. Let me look at your comment again. I want. How do I? Okay, how do I view the comments? How do I? You just said something in the chat, Michelle, and I'm completely. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Jen, help me. I can't. I didn't see her message. How do I? I don't. Not experienced this. I don't know what to do. Any help would be appreciated. Um. Hey, Jen. Okay. How do I view what you said? Because it disappeared so fast that I can't. Oh, you have Graves' disease. Oh, it's coming up, Michelle. It went away so fast I couldn't see it. So that was the problem. It did show up, but then it went away so quickly. I didn't have time to finish reading it. Well, Michelle, my heart goes out to you because um, chronic illness of any kind is difficult. I don't really know anything about Graves' disease. I have heard of it, but yeah, it's not fun. Um, yeah, no, it's okay if your illness isn't rare. I just, you know, I like giving support to people, and chronic illness of any kind, whether it's rare or not, whether it's visible or not, is not easy, and it's not fun. And you know, I've been in a bad flare for so long that it just sometimes it feels like it's not going to stop, and that's a hard place to be. Um, there are ups and downs with chronic illness. There are times where you'll, how do I put this, feel good, and then there are times where you're, yeah, Jen also has um some health issues. So yes, support for everybody. Most definitely love and care and support. And just know that I can sympathize, empathize. Um, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this live today was to, if, yeah, I'm so glad you're here though, Jen. Heart issues are no fun. Um, like I said, any sort of health issue, it's just it's not fun. So if there are like health things that, yeah. So if there are health things and you need like to vent, a shoulder to cry on, prayers, positive energy, whatever it is, you know, I'm here for you. Um, I'm Michelle. You said you're new. Oh yeah, no, back pain is the worst. I Besides being low stamina, Michelle, that is one of the big reasons why I sit and do things because um the back pain is still there, but it's less than when I'm standing and doing something. It just alleviates it just a little bit. So, um, also, you know, well, yes, Jen, I'm so happy your heart function is almost back to normal. Yeah, the back pain is real. Um, Headaches, migraines, dislocations, subluxations, low stamina, allergies, breathing issues, irritable bowel, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, insomnia, um, all the things. But breathing issues, chronic cough, all the fun things. So as I'm listing these things off, and you're either watching me now or watching the replay, um, back pain, yeah, it's all a thing. Um, oh man. Okay, Michelle and Jen, I am going to get up. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to get something to drink out of the fridge because I'm out of breath. So, although I will say that since vacuuming, my breathing is better than it was this weekend. So that's always good. Yeah. So with pain meds, when I've had to have surgery for something, after my surgery, I did pain meds for a little bit. Oh no, I hope they don't. Yeah. And insurance can be a pain. Absolutely in the butt. Um, so Michelle, I hope they don't stop your pain meds because that would having insurance because how expensive things are. You gotta have that stuff covered. I know for me, on the times where I haven't had insurance, I just didn't go to doctors and stuff during those times because I couldn't afford it. So, ooh, a third person is here. Exciting. Hello, third person. I'm drinking zero sugar lemonade. Fun fact, I used to not drink. Oh, yes, it is. It's terribly expensive. If I didn't have insurance, I wouldn't go. Which isn't really the. Yeah, it is nice, Jen, the lemonade. But yeah, no, if I didn't have insurance, I wouldn't be going because can't afford it. Um, and even now, um, I don't go that often purely out of the fact that unless something is worse or new health problems, excuse me, come up, then basically they're like, you know, there's nothing we can do to fix you because your conditions are it's genetic, the conditions that won't go away. So, you know, just manage it, and if anything changes, let us know. So, but one of the big things I've done since 2016, if you're new here, to help manage things better is I went minimal. It's um there are different genetic types, but I have the hypermobile type, but I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So how Okay, I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to type in the chat so you guys can have the name and know what it is. So, yeah, with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I was diagnosed by a geneticist back in 2017. So, when was that? When in 2017 was it? Was it summer or fall of 2017? Anyway, I was diagnosed by geneticist in 2017, and he also realized that I have a cleft palate. So that explains my speech. That explains my narrow jaw, and why my tongue has always felt too big for my mouth. So yay. Yeah, so it's Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a genetic condition, and basically the geneticist I went to is like one of the top geneticists. He's actually a pediatric geneticist, and so mom went to see him and asked if she could bring me, and he basically watched me walk as we were heading back to the room, and he did the family history and the test to confirm, because you know, gotta have the paper trail. But he basically knew looking at me that I had it. But considering it's an invisible illness, I would love to know how he figured that out. But yeah. Oh, my chronic pain is the worst. But I've been bad, Michelle, since birth. I mean, in the womb, I was it. It wasn't good. So so I didn't walk till I was 4, cause and so actually when I was infant young, I thought I had MS, but nope, it's not MS. But it wasn't until 2017 and being in my, being a full adult that we finally figured out what it was. Well, actually, mom and I both suspected, but regular doctors wouldn't believe us. And then she saw somebody who is like, I think you have this, and we're going to refer you to this geneticist. And then mom's like, thank you. And so we both saw a geneticist, and he's like, yes, you both definitely have it. Yeah, no, but my chronic pain is always so bad that, those things people used to post or might still post about how, oh, I miss being a kid and not having this problem, or I miss being a kid and not having back pain. And I'm like, wait, you didn't have back pain growing up? Because that's always been a thing for me. That wasn't something that started as I got older. My back is always, always. But when you have chronic pain, you learn to live with it and you learn to manage it. So, So yeah, but yeah, it's um like, see, like with being hypermobile, I can do this, and it weirds people out. I normally don't. Or do this. You can touch your thumb to your, yeah, some neat tricks which you shouldn't do on a regular basis because it's not healthy. Ooh, a fourth person. Oh, we are up to 4 people. I am happy. This was so random. I was worried it was going to be me and Jen, but now it's Jen and Michelle and, yeah, Jen. It, it's weird. Like, I can. Oh, can I still do it? No. I used to be able to reach both hands behind my back and touch, but my hypermobility is turning into arthritis. So, at least I think it's arthritis. So I'm not as flexible as I used to be. I was hypermobile. But yeah, so because of rare disease and stuff, that's a big reason why I went minimal. Because I wanted to be able to manage things on my own to the best of my ability for as long as I could. So, oh, I wish that was the case. I haven't been diagnosed with arthritis yet, but it's also something I haven't been trying to get diagnosed with for a while. So, but it's, yeah, and I get that a lot. They're like, you're too young to have these issues, and no, when it's genetic, not too young, not too young. I feel like I should be sophisticated in drinking coffee, but oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. Arthritis is no fun. Yeah, no, arthritis, people on both sides of my family have had or have arthritis. And it is not fun. Like, my grandma had it, and she passed away back in when I was a young adult. But her arthritis got to be, because her and I loved playing Yahtzee. Doing Yahtzee together was like our thing. Yahtzee card games. Her and I were very competitive with each other and absolutely loved playing. I mean, I had to crush her at Yahtzee, and she did not like losing, but we were very competitive. We loved to play together. It was our thing, and it got to the point where her arthritis was so bad that instead of playing 12 games or 2 sheets of paper in one night, we were lucky if we got to play 2 games of Yahtzee in a sitting because her arthritis was so bad that even wearing a wrist brace, it was just It was too hard and painful for her to do. So yeah. So you have my sympathy. But one upside to my genetic condition is that I look like 10 years younger than I am, which when I was a young adult was not a good thing because I would be, you know, in my 20s and I'd, before my health got too bad and when I used to be able to apply for jobs, I'd be applying for a job and they'd be like, "Are you over 18?" So enjoying looking young now as a young adult and as a child, not so much. So, how's everybody's night going? Um, I know for some people that time is ahead of mine. I know for some people that follow me on YouTube, their time is before mine. So, hey, Michelle, are you a night person or are you a morning person? I would love to know. Me personally, I'm a night person. Like, if like the later it gets, the better. The more chatty I am, the more ideas I have, the better I function. If it's at night, I'm like on it. So, mornings, however, not a morning person. Nope, nope, nope. If I have to get up in the morning and do things, it's sometimes I'm functioning, and sometimes there are mornings where don't ask me to do a darn thing because nope, not happening. I don't. So I would love to know, is that how, for people who are either morning people or night people, are you guys the same? I would love to know because, like, I have. Yeah, that is so cool, Michelle, that you're a night person too. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I, I don't bother trying to change it. I mean, I realized a long time ago that this wasn't happening. So even when I used to work, yeah, no, early mornings I don't function. It's either. So yeah, um, I just ask because, like, for me, when someone's a morning person, they're like chatty and they want to talk to me, and I'm like, nope, I can't handle it. And then it's at night, and I'm chatty and I want to talk, and they're like, nope, nope, I can't handle it. And so it's tricky when you're um doing YouTube because it's how do I put this? Like sometimes, like for a collab or watching someone's video, if it's before like lunchtime during the day, my time, then my responses to videos aren't much of anything, or I just don't respond at all, and I just like the video because I don't have the brain power to give a proper response. Same when I'm in like a pain flare or having bad brain fog. If I don't give like a proper, like, I don't know, wordier response, then that's why. So, um, I keep looking around. I'm enjoying how clean the apartment looks right now. It just, it's happiness is what it is. It's just happiness. Um, so oh man. Hey Jen, how's your uploading coming along? Is it going smoothly or are you having issues? I'd love to know. Um, why is it loud outside? Oh, it's going slow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh. Oh, 40 minutes left. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's been, well, we've been on here for about 40 minutes. You got 40 minutes left. So, that's like an hour and a half total of time taking it to upload. That's better than the 2.5 hours you originally said it could be. So, yay! A little bit shorter. Oh, Michelle, you're in Ohio. Yeah, 10 o'clock when you're a night person isn't late. Yeah, no, it is always changing, Jen. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's. Yeah, no, it's 8. I'm 2 hours behind you guys. So, it's only like 8 o'clock where I am right now. Or 8 something. Yeah. So. But yeah. So, what do you guys. So, Michelle, what do you like to do for fun? If you don't mind me asking. I would. Um. I know with arthritis and health issues, finding stuff fun to do that your body can handle isn't easy. And So, or the things that you used to do, you can still do, or the things that you've had to give up. Um, I know for me, there are things that I've given up because of my health issues, but it's about finding joy in the little things. And so, put a blanket on. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, but it's about finding joy in the little things. And so, I know for me that like I love to watch movies and TV shows, and I still like to own DVDs just because, you know, with streaming services, which I have, I like using streaming services, but oh, congratulations, Michelle. Yeah, yeah, I don't do much anymore either. It's and living in a cold climate probably does not help. I know that I'm gonna shorten this just a second. No, that's still too tall. Oh, horror movies. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies, but reading is good too. I love to read. Um, I when it comes to reading and movies, music, I have pretty eclectic taste. I mean, I don't like horror stuff. It's not my cup of tea. Um, I do like action and like crime dramas and like murder mystery stuff. And I know within those categories, there is some stuff that's considered within the horror genre, but it's not the kind of scary that I won't watch it. But I also love romance and comedy and biographies and just a little bit of most everything. Same with, like I said, with reading and music, fiction, nonfiction, just a little bit of all of it. Oh no, you're not crazy. I have family and friends alike who love scary movies. Um, so I actually have one friend who made me watch The Ring, and because they love scary movies, but nope, did not care for it. So, but if you like it, that's great. Oh, it feels good to be reclined. Yeah. So, and then there are other things where I like certain versions of movies because they're books that were made into movies, and so certain versions of movies are made better and follow the book better than other versions. So, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the one made by the movies made by Peter Jackson with Viggo, starring Viggo Mortensen and some other famous people in them that came out in like the early 2000s. Those movies on the extended editions, love them. Amazing, so good. I mean, as far as having movies follow the books as best as they can, especially when the books are huge. Love, love, love. The current Rings of Power series that is out, I will not watch because there are just some things where I'm a purist, and having things changed, it just it would bug me too much. I can't. Nope, can't can't do it. Um, I like Jane Austen, so I like Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. Those. Oh, hey, Team Atlas, do you have a rare disease? I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So, oh yeah, Little Women is good. Yeah, the old Little Women. Which one is it? I'm trying to remember which is the version that I like. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a connective tissue disorder, and faulty collagen, faulty connective tissue, and it makes it so you have a lot of health condition, health problems, and it basically your body doesn't like to stay in place or stay together, and you're basically all crooked and everything. So, if you want more detailed information on the Ehlers-Danlos, I would go to the Ehlers-Danlos Society either website or Instagram or really any of their social media because they can explain it in far more detail than I can. So, because genetic and it's different for everybody. Yes. So for like Pride and Prejudice, the only real good movie version, which most people don't like to sit for this long, is 5 hours, or they can't sit for that long. But it's 5 hours, and it's the version that came out in 1995 with Colin Firth and Jennifer L. And I love that version so much because it's another one of those things where they followed the book as closely as they could and so well, and it makes me so happy. So, love it. The version with Keira Knightley, can't stand it. Nope, nope, mm-mm, mm-mm. Are there parts in it that follow the book? Yes, but oh, it's just so painful to watch. It's just mm, no, 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 no. Um, but that's one thing that I've always been able to do with ease is because I've always naturally done stuff when I can and invested, and then done stuff when I can and invested. So some of my favorite movies and books are long. Like we're talking 3 hours, 5 hours long. Like My Fair Lady, um, I believe is a long one. The Sound of Music, Lord of the Rings, Pride and Prejudice. You've got Male Sense and Sensibility. Trying to think of other action movies that are longer. Can't think of any right now. So yeah. So that's and it's also kind of made it easy for me to binge TV seasons because depending on how tired I am or how much I'm able to focus, um, I can sometimes go through an entire season or most of a season in one sitting. So, yeah. So people are like popping in and out, and that's cool. I'm trying to keep. Hey, Pamela, how are you doing? I haven't. It feels like I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's okay. I hope you're doing well. My roommate's cat is currently sleeping and hiding out. Otherwise, he would normally be out here saying hi. But she's sleeping and hiding out right now. So, probably within the next 2 hours, she'll come out and snuggle me. Yay, I know, I'm so excited you finally got alive. So, we've been talking about health conditions and movies and games and just kind of whatever we feel like talking about. So, feel free to chime in on opinions on health conditions if you have any. Um, I can't remember at the moment. Uh, what movies and games you like, books. It's okay, Jen. I know you're busy. We're good. Like I said, with doing this live. Oh, good. People saying hi. Yay. Um, you guys got to see. You guys got to hear me go high pitched. Sorry if that bugs your ears. I can. I sometimes can get very squeaky. So, and I'm trying to keep my tripod from shaking so you guys aren't getting jostled around. But so yeah. Um. Okay, so it's been an hour on here. I think, yeah, we can just talk until we're done. And if for some reason you need to go or whatever, that's okay. And but since it's still Rare Disease Day, Rare Disease Awareness Day, I thought it'd be fun to talk about the things we use to help us out when we have health conditions. So, like for me, I own multiple canes and I use a walking cane as needed. I have a walker that I use as needed. I use a shower seat. I use a removable shower head. Um, Heating pad, ice packs, compression socks. I'm basically always covered in a blanket year round. I mean, unless I'm having a bad hot flash, the blanket is a thing. Um, at some point, I want to get an electric scooter and live in an area with like good sidewalks and stuff so that I can like go further distances and be out for longer. So, um, I've used braces at different points in my life for different parts of my body, ace bandages. But then using them just got what wasn't really helping, so I stopped. So I'd love to know. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd love to know if you use any assistive devices or braces or anything for those of you with health conditions. I finally invested within this past few months into for a blood pressure monitor just because I figured it was time. Um, so so yeah. What else? Oh yeah, using a stool to sit at the counter to when you're cooking or doing dishes, or sitting when you to do anything is a big help. Um, Another piece of advice I will give is make sure whatever you're sitting on is the right height for you. Because if something's too low to the ground, it having things be harder to get up and down from. Um, it's just more painful when you have to do that. So if you have any pain issues, don't make it harder on yourself. Oh, Michelle, I'm so happy to have it to deal with it yet. That makes me happy. Um, it's interesting because if you need, I went minimal in 2016, so I try to live with what I love and need and what's practical for me. But it's different doing it as somebody with chronic health issues because there are things you just have more of, or there are things you end up getting because you need them, and it's just it's different. Um, but I was using a cane before I went minimal. I've been using a cane for a while. Um, so one of the things I like to do to pass time is, and it's a great stress release, is I play on the Nintendo Switch and I play Mario Party, and that's a lot of fun. It's although not so much playing with my nephews because they're really good and I lose to them every time. But playing against the computer, it's a lot of fun. Oh, sorry. Um, so I hope everybody's staying safe. I know the weather has been crazy. Um, I know people in other states who are getting whether that's just absolutely nuts, whether they normally don't get this time of year, and which is just wild. So, whoa, 80 again? It's like North Carolina took all the heat and just it's like all on the East Coast right now or something. Whee! Um, yeah, it was actually. I mean, it was still cold here, but it was warm for here for this time of year. So, yeah, that's crazy, Jen. That's I don't know, cause like the West Coast is having like the opposite. Oh, a Yorkie, how cute! And hens. Nice, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, with you being in Ohio, how do the animals handle that? Because I honestly don't know how cold climates do it having animals like that because like with hens and chickens, do people like have like a heated like coop or something? A hen house when it gets super cold? I mean, how do you do that? I don't I don't know how people do it. Oh, 74 would be nice. Yeah, no, I like it when like it's in the 60s, 70s outside. That is really nice. Um, like even when it's hot, if there's enough of a breeze, we don't feel like it being blown away, but it doesn't make it feel too hot. It's also really nice. Yeah, we've been below 40 degrees. So it's better than what it was. A while back we were having like negative temperatures and that was no fun. Um for me, depending on how the ground is outside and depending on how cold or hot it gets, um I don't go out. Oh, so you do put a radiant heater in the coop. Okay. And winterized. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because I don't see how it would look otherwise. That is cool though. And Yorkies are so cute. They are some cute dogs. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, giving them corn and grains to keep them warm and stuff. Hens. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, your cat likes corn, Pamela? Interesting. Um, yeah, with my roommate's cat, we make sure that the cat, um, gets like the best food and stuff because that we can because we want the cat to live for a long, long time. So taking good care of your pets is important. Green peppers and raspberries. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't. My roommates could probably be the same way about peppers and stuff because she is not picky. She loves anything. She will eat anything. But we just like we're always cleaning the kitchen counters because if we go up there and we make food, she will go up and on the counters to lick them to find any scraps or anything that she can find. Even though she gets like the best of the best as far as stuff goes. So yeah, she's a spoiled kitty. She's a spoiled kitty and she absolutely deserves it. But she's spoiled. Very, very spoiled. Like when the other day when my roommate's bedding was being washed, the comforter, the sheets, the pillowcase and everything, we have a second comforter that's the exact same one that he has, just in a different color that we keep, that's nice and heavy weighted for wintertime that we save for guests. So this cat, because she's spoiled, we took off oh, only tuna. Hmm. Now I've heard somewhere, I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but I've heard somewhere that canned tuna is mostly dolphin meat, but don't quote me on it. It's one of those wild things I heard. I don't even know if it's true or not. But yeah. But anyway, so Roommate's cat is oh yeah, no. Oh nice chatting with you, Michelle. Have a good night. Yeah, no, my roommate's cat basically she everything furniture, blankets, everything she in the apartment she space she has claimed as hers. So like when it comes to food and stuff, we are very particular about what she gets just because we want her to live a long time. But like she's claimed my lap. Um, if I get up to do something and she doesn't want me to, she gets very mad. Um, and like I said the other day, with my roommate's sheets and comforter were being washed, the other comforter that's the same, but just a different color. And we actually put that on his bed, on my roommate's bed. He likes to sleep under his comforter or on it. So we put the other comforter on his bed. So while his stuff was being washed, he would still have a a blanket that he loves to be under. So yeah. So he is we only have like cat blankets. Um Basically if we have animals around or my roommate's cat, they basically have free reign. Like they can sleep on our beds. Bye Michelle, have a good night. Um so yeah. So, Canadian mom, if you're still here, her and Jen with Live Off Jen, Love with Jen both do Tiny Tidies with me. So they both have YouTube channels that you guys can watch, and they're absolutely amazing. So go check them out. And um, I know Canadian Mom did an Instagram post for Rare Disease Day because her baby has health issues. So you definitely want to check her out. Go support them. They're awesome. And so Jen is about, see, at the 40-minute mark, you were saying it was going to be 40 minutes. And it's now been an hour and 20 minutes. So that's. So Jen, are you almost done? Is it almost done uploading? Uh, because last time we talked about it, it was supposed to be like almost. Oh, you are almost done. Sweet. That's great. Oh man. Yeah, I don't. I always leave my stuff. Like when I have a video uploading and processing, I find I can minimize it, but I've never tried like closing it out completely. So I'm worried about it, not doing its thing if I do that. So, but I'm excited for you that it's almost done. That's exciting. Although processing can take a while. So, there's that. Um, okay. Trying to go back, 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 back. Okay. I'm so glad you guys joined me for this live tonight. I know I've been kind of random and sporadic with how I post or when I go live or whatever. And you guys just kind of do it with me. And that's awesome. Because I've kind of been all over the place. Um so the fact that with I can be inconsistent and you guys are still good is yay, thumbs up. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's why we get along so well, Jen. Both kind of all over the place. Um, with my tiny tidy today that I put out, I almost just didn't do it. I was kicking myself all day yesterday getting stuff done because I suspect just me being me and you, Jen. Huh? I don't I don't know. But with my tiny height today and going live, I went live because I almost didn't put one out because I didn't even get up and out of bed until like a half an hour before videos were supposed to go up. So Yeah, no, I haven't. I watched Denise Jordan's Tiny Tidy. I haven't had a chance to comment on yet. I have not watched the rest of the playlist yet, just because I want to be able to watch and comment properly. And I've been and it's hard on a day I'm recovering from doing a lot for me. I have a hard time commenting and watching videos properly. So I will be watching our playlist. I just haven't had a chance yet. So yeah, but I woke up like a half an hour before our playlist goes up today. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't have time to film, edit, and upload. So do I just say that I'm going to have it up late? Or do I just go live at 12 and hope for the best? And that's what I'm doing. Is at the last minute, I decided what I was going to tidy, like right before I did the live. And then I went live, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So, thank goodness for coffee, because the first like hour of being awake usually takes me a minute. So I was very thankful that even though I had been awake for half an hour when I went live for a Tiny Tidy today, that I was able to hopefully make sense. People commented on my videos. I think I made sense. They seem to like it. So, my face always looks so red. I mean, my giant nose. Anyway. Oh man. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 9. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. I'm so glad you did. Yeah, it was great keeping you company. I'm so glad you were here. It makes me happy. Um. Oh, cool. That's a cool fact to know. Same time as in Edmonton, Canada. Okay. There's actually a time, Mac. Good night, Jen. Good night, sweet friend. Love you. Um, no, there was actually a time within the past 10 years where I considered moving to Canada. Because, I don't know, it just seemed like it could be fun. But nothing ever came of it. Huh, there was more people on right now. I'm wondering if you guys must be my people, because it's like all people who do better at night or night owls or whatever seem to be on with. Oh, sorry. Be on with me this late. Um, okay. How's everybody still doing? Are we all still good? Hmm. Probably be on the slide for a little bit longer, but my exhaustion is starting to fade again. So I'll probably do this live for another like 10-15 minutes if anybody is feeling chatty, and then I'll need to end it because I'll probably in the next hour or so my body's gonna be awake again. But yeah. So weird. Mm, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to talk about. I was hoping to have more to say. Um. Oh, Friday will be the first Friday in March, so I'll be doing the 10 Minutes Better collaboration that's hosted by Melinda from Melinda Plain and Simple on Friday. So that video will be going out in the morning. Um, because of when that video posts, I won't be responding to comments right away because it's too early. I won't be awake, but I will be doing that video and I will be posting it. And then, as usual, at some point Friday, I will be responding to comments after I'm awake and hopefully watching the other people on the playlist. So, that's always exciting. Mm. Um, so I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Um, my week's going pretty well so far, so that's good. But like I said back towards the beginning of this live, I got a lot done for me yesterday. So I'm probably not going to be doing much of anything for the rest of the week. Because if you have chronic health conditions, you know that you get stuff done and then you're wiped out. Oh my gosh. With how it gets outside here in the wintertime, the vehicles and stuff are loud because they're getting through snow and ice and plane flying overhead. So it takes a little bit more effort, and usually I haven't heard it yet, but usually there's a special vehicle machine thing that comes through and clears the parking lots and roads and stuff to make it safe for vehicles to drive on. So between that and the plane flying overhead, hopefully the last little bit of this live isn't too noisy for people. Ooh, you have a second person again. Sweet. In if you haven't watched it yet, you should. But the Get to Know You Q&A for the Tiny Tidy team that was done last week, because it was 1 year of Tiny Tidies, it mentioned favorite color, and I said red, which is true, but I love basically. Oh, hey Cindy, how's it going, girl? Yee. Oh man, I've been so good to see you, Cindy. But as I was saying, in the Tiny Tiny Q&A, when it said favorite color, I said red, which is true. I do love the color red. I love the color black. I love most colors. I think they're all very, very pretty. Um, you know, of course, I'm also gay, so rainbow pride, woo woo. But oh, light gray is really pretty, Pamela. Mm-hmm. Um, I'm gonna show you, Pamela, but that chair there, that's light gray. That stool is light gray, and then those pillows are light gray. Yes, Cindy. See, for me, I'm not a pink fan, Cindy. I'm not. I know you really like the color pink, if I remember correctly, but I haven't ever liked it. Nope, nope, nope. It's one of those things where I don't like the color. Yeah, you love pink. You would think because I love red that I would like pink, but no. I like purple, but I like dark purple, like royalty rich dark purple. It's really pretty. Not really a fan of light purple. Um, Back when I didn't get a chance to mention this in the Q&A, but when I was a kid, my favorite color was purple. And then at some point it switched to red. But I honestly just love most colors. Another color I'm not a fan of is yellow. Same, Cindy. I loved purple as a kid. Um, but not really a fan of yellow. It's just, I know yellow is considered a happy color, but yellow does not make me happy. So, yeah, no yellow. That's nice, Cindy. I'm glad you like dark yellow. That's nice. Yeah, now any form of yellow of any kind, I haven't ever really been a fan of the color. But for me, whether it's except for the color pink, because I'm sorry, Cindy, I know you love it, but I really don't. Um, I can like something, whether it's art or fabric or furniture or decor, whatever it is. If there's something that has a little bit of a color that I don't like in it, I still find it beautiful. It's still like landscapes and things with just a little bit of that color, where it's not like overwhelmingly that color, is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Like, I've always been a fan of art museums and art galleries and looking at like Monet and Van Gogh and all this stuff. So, and it's same with white. Like, I like white, but in small doses. Like for me, since I'm allergic to bleach and like chlorine and stuff, um, I don't like having like white clothes or white bedding or yes. Oh, Pamela, I'm so you know what? If you can use bleach, I am happy for you. My body hates the stuff. It gives me migraines, it makes me sick, I break out. Bleach, my body just rejects it. And it has for a while now. It just vinegar. That yeah, but that's a tough one, Cindy, because I know a lot of people, even myself, will use vinegar as a natural alternative. Um, but I know that some people don't like it or have an issue with it, and that's tough. Like with vinegar, I don't like the smell, and oh no, Pamela, the cats should not be liking the cleaners. That's not good for them. Oh dear. But yeah. Now when it comes to using vinegar, um, there was a time where I was using it for cleaning, but I haven't in a while because I find that like I'll use oh my gosh, that is one silly kitty licking the wall. Yeah, but no, I can't handle bleach. Nope. And I'll use baking soda sometimes to clean. Um, there's the Thieves all-purpose cleaner that I use for things, and then but a lot of times I use a hot soapy rag with Dawn dish soap, and that cleans things really well. Um, yeah, yeah. Don't mix vinegar and bleach. I've heard that's not a good idea. Um, like I said, I'm not sure if that's one thing that's true or not, but I've heard that mixing vinegar and bleach is a big no-no. Um, Now, for me, I will use rags, which for me are just old washcloths, but I use rags for cleaning things and wiping things down. Um, Sponges too, depending on if I need to or like a scrub brush or something, depending on what the surface needs. But there are some jobs where I know you can like sanitize your cleaning rags or wash them on hot or something when after you use them to, you know, clean them and stuff. But for me, there are some jobs where it's whether it's me doing it or somebody else doing it, I want them using paper towels because there are some things that are just too gross. And if you use a rag on it, I'm gonna throw that rag away because I don't want it being used on anything else after that. I don't care how many times it's washed or how well it's washed. It just grosses me out. So, whether it's a rag, a reusable cloth, whatever it is you have, sponge, there are some things like cleaning the toilet or whatever where it's paper towels all the way. I, there are just some things that are just so disgusting. I'm not. This is why I could never go full like eco because there are some things eco wise that I'm like, it may not be very eco of me, but I can't see myself using the eco friendly option. It's just nope, 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 nope. So, so that's cool, Pamela and Cindy, that you guys are the same way. Um, Because yeah, there are just some jobs where it's so disgusting. You just don't want to. Just no, just no. So I don't like mopping. I love clean floors, but I don't like mopping. And so like I will like how like if something is spilled on the floor, you know, I'll we'll like spot clean and wipe it up, but I don't like mopping. And I should. It, it should be mopped because and this is gonna gross you guys out, but I haven't mopped the floors since we moved into this space back in October. And it's now what? I guess in some people's time zones it's now March. It's not got a few hours left here, but for some of you it's already March 1st. So that's what, 5 months of not mopping the floors. But the thing is that the kind of floors we have in the space we rent, um, because of where we live, they're the floors that, yeah, no, it's the water and a mop thing, because like we basically have like the eco version of the Swiffer, where it's basically like the fabric mop heads. You basically spray clean on the ground, and scrub it with a mop head, and spray clean and scrub it. And like we don't have that much to mop. Our bathroom is small. The laminate floor area where the it's small, and I just don't do it. You think with how much of a clean freak that I am, that I'd be mopping all the time, but I don't do it. And honestly, I think it's a chronic health thing because I have this fear of slipping on a wet floor. And so in the past, when other people have mopped their floors or mopping their floors, I basically will not move from where I'm sitting until the floors are dry and safe for me to walk on because of how unsteady my body is. I don't feel safe walking on a wet floor. Like if I'm out in public and there's a wet spot or it says it's the wet floor signs, like that gives me a panic attack. I don't I don't like wet floors. Yeah, no, I have no mosquito mop. It's not the one that you fill the reservoir, but it is no mosquito mop. Yeah, but like my body's too unsteady to be walking on wet ground. I when it comes to wet floors, I become it's just no, nope, don't like it. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is yeah, no, I thought about getting the Tinko wet dry vacuum mop combo thing, because it would be nice to not have to sweep first and then mop. And oh, it dries fast. Oh my gosh, that might be something I'll have to save up and invest in, because that is a that's a selling point for me. Because I mean, our floors never get, I mean, really super dirty. I mean, probably if I mop them, it'd probably be absolutely disgusting and have like black water or something. But they don't look super dirty, and we sweep and vacuum on a somewhat regular basis, just because, with the cat, we don't want. Okay, why did it reconnect? Okay, with the way the weather is where I live, sometimes our internet cuts out or we lose it. So if things get funky, I apologize. I know that Jamie Lynn's Journey uses a Tinko, I think, and there's some others, but that's definitely worth checking out, because yeah, Cindy. Oh my gosh, Cindy, Jamie Lynn is so amazing. Yeah, I can't remember which model she has, but it's gonna something I can invest in eventually. Yeah, no, she's so motivating. I love her so much. I mean, she has kids and I don't, but honestly, as far as YouTube channels go, that doesn't bother me. I'm like, we can be different, and I can still find you motivating and awesome, and love your ideas. So she's definitely Jamie. I actually gave her a shout out on my personal Instagram recently. Her and Joanna Thornton and Lynn White. Those three I gave a shout out to on my personal Instagram, because those three, we have different beliefs, but I love their channels. They're three wonderful, amazing women. So it's Jamie from Jamie Lynn's Johnny. Um, the other one is Joanna Thornton. She is amazing. And of course, Lynn White is amazing too. So, yeah, she's amazing. Yeah. So, yeah, so I have Minimal Diva, which is my Instagram for this YouTube channel. And then I have my personal Instagram, and my personal Instagram is where I mentioned them in my stories, giving them a shout out. And they all responded, which when oh, I watch Amy Durley too, Cindy. She is so sweet. I love her. Yeah, so I love it. Like living with Cambria. is also another YouTuber that I have followed for years, that if I message her or give her a shout out, she responds and puts thank you, love you response and posting of my shout out in her stories. So, I follow them on Instagram and I follow them on YouTube. I love their channels. They're absolutely amazing. I mean, they're Christian. I'm agnostic. I don't care. I love their channels. They're awesome. Um, and I've been following them all for years. I think, oh yeah, no, they're amazing. And what I love about their channels is that even though their channels are huge, the fact that they're still so personal and so friendly and still take the time to respond and show love back is is the best thing. I mean, like what 2022 I think it was, or was it this year, that I finally told Lynn White that I also have a YouTube channel. Um, uh, yeah, and I don't know if she's ever watched any of my videos or whatever, but I also know she's a super busy mama, and they're all super busy mamas, and I don't expect them to watch or follow me. Um, I know that they try to be intentional with who they watch and who they follow. So, but I think, yeah, but some of them, I think I haven't watched The Simplified Saver. I don't think I've watched them before, Cindy. So, well, maybe I have watched her then. Any channels, like, when it comes to, like, deciding what to watch, I have a channels that I'm subscribed to, which is, basically a tiny tidy team, and but I also like to look up like decluttering videos and like simplifying videos, and so those kind of videos do show up when I do those searches. So there are lots of channels that I watch somewhat consistently, but I'm not subscribed to, just because it gets too overwhelming for me being subscribed to a ton of people. So, but I show them support anyway by liking and commenting on the videos. And the other videos that I find where I'll watch somebody's video and like and comment on it, but I sometimes forget and sometimes watch their videos again when I'm doing a search, and sometimes they just kind of off into the void. Yeah, it does. It gets overwhelming. So, um, Yeah, but organizing videos like the Organized Soprano is another one that I watch. Um, I like watching videos with people who have chronic health issues or health issues just because, oh, yeah, no, cooking videos I'm not into as much just because my body is so picky that a lot of the good, easy recipes and the cooking recipes they do, it's just, it's stuff I can't eat. So I'm like, you're just making me miss foods that I can't eat anymore, and it makes me sad. So, yeah, I have mast cell activation syndrome, and it makes my body hypersensitive to chemicals and food and life, basically. And so, like, that's why I try to do natural cleaners as much as possible. It's, um, mast cell activation syndrome is, even my knowledge of it, even though I have it, is narrow. So yeah, I do. I have to adapt a lot because there are times where I can be okay with something and not be okay, and there are times where I just stay allergic to something. Um, that's why I don't really do candles because I can't handle the scent. Um, that's why I do natural cleaners because I usually have an allergic reaction to regular cleaners. Same with laundry detergent and soap and food. So with food, I am supposed to be gluten free, nightshade free, which nightshades are potatoes, eggplant, peppers, tomatoes. Um, I can still do dairy, which I'm very happy about. If I couldn't do dairy, I'd be very sad because I love dairy. I love cheese. I love ice cream. I love milk. So if I ever, yeah. So and like there was a minute there where I was having an issue with berries, and now berries are okay. Yeah, no, I miss potatoes. I can have sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes are not a nightshade, but the other kinds of potatoes are a no. Which I didn't find out I had an issue with. And sweet potatoes are delicious, and that means like paprika and taco seasoning and stuff, and like tomato sauce are all no nos because it's those vegetables and then seasonings or things that are made from those vegetables. So like chili peppers a no. Um, I can do regular just salt and pepper. That's okay. Um, my body still likes garlic, so that's good. But try to stay away from preservatives and stuff. So yeah, my body's picky. And back before I realized, no, I don't have a nutritionist. Um, I just kind of, and it's usually probably something I should do because it would probably help. But no, I've just gotten really good at listening to my body and figuring out what foods my body is reacting to and what my body is okay with, and checking in the ingredients in things to make sure that all the ingredients are stuff that are okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. Fibro. Yeah, fibro. I get that because I have that too. And then diabetes. That's a tough one. I have on both sides of my family. There's a history of diabetes, and it's one of those things I have to be careful because I don't want to get it. Um, I actually had a relative on one side. Yeah, no, eliminating sugar is a good one. Um, yeah, but trying to avoid ever getting diabetes because it runs on both sides of the family. I actually had a family member who lost part of their leg due to their diabetes. So, very careful when it comes to that. Um, yeah, no, it was. I think, my relative was a partial amputation, but he still. Um, oh, that's tough. Yeah, my relative used a wheelchair because they had a partial amputation. So, oh man, it's the same brother. Having health issues is expensive, and adapting and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel for him. Oh my gosh. Mm, that sucks. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, I think my relative had a prosthetic limb, but they still mainly just use their wheelchair. Oh, that's great, Cindy. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, yeah, I need to lose weight too, Cindy. Um, I in the past 2 years, I've put on quite a bit of weight, and so it's not good. And my doctor is not happy about it, but so but I'm at the age where it's hard to lose the weight. So, yeah, so you and me both, Cindy, need to get to. Cindy, message me on Instagram if you want to be accountability partners when it comes to health and weight. Because when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm terrible about being good about it on my own. You know what, Cindy? I did a major cheat tonight too. I had a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Dairy Queen Blizzard. Yeah, no, it was delicious. But I don't, I really shouldn't eat out much because a lot of the ingredients and stuff are stuff that I shouldn't have. So the few things that my body handles okay, there are times where you just want comfort food. And so that's what I did. I had a comfort food. Is a blizzard completely unhealthy and bad? Do I already have ice cream that I can eat in the freezer? Yes. But, your body wants what your body wants. But cheesecake sounds delicious. Um, Usually I get a migraine and break out in hives, and I gain weight. And my pain spikes. So, all bad things. But yeah, it's not fun. Um, you know, People have the different coping mechanisms. Um, you know, People talk about having a shopping problem or a clothing problem or basically, and that's how they cope. Um, for me, it's food. So there are times where, because I'm an emotional eater, so there are times where I will eat things I shouldn't to cope when I'm emotional, when not wanting to deal with emotions. Yeah. Now shopping and buying stuff hasn't really ever been a big issue for me, but food and coffee and stuff, that's where I've always had a bit of an issue. Coffee is, I love coffee. But coffee is one of those things. Well, coffee is not a cheat for me. Coffee is something I can have and my body's okay. So coffee is not a cheat for me. Yeah, no, I grew up poor too. And so as an adult, I like nice things. I will, and minimalism has kind of helped with that because I keep things simple and because I don't own a lot, I can afford to spend money on something that I would consider expensive or high end for me, you know, like getting cooking utensils from like Bed Bath and Beyond instead of getting cooking utensils from the dollar section or the Dollar Tree. So, getting two or three really nice pots, owning two or three pots and pans, like two pots in a pan or two pots and two pans, and or owning a pot and a pan. But in, instead of getting the set, but then being able to spend, you know, the equivalent of what you would on a set for two to three to four things, just they're not nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm poor as an adult, but um, yeah, and one thing that is true that just because some things cost more doesn't mean the quality is better. So it's doing research, looking at reviews, looking at the item in person, and you know, knowing if the quality is good or not. You know, so it just it does. It makes a difference. So what? I'm sorry, but our neighbors can be loud. So if you can hear that, Cindy, I'm sorry. Um, yeah. Um, impulse buying for me is always been a thing. When I'm buying for somebody else, I'm like, ooh, this person would love this. And then I tend to be a little bit more impulsive. Um, yeah, no, comparing prices, reading reviews, etc. That is all a good thing. Because sometimes the exact same thing you find in multiple places, the price can vary a little bit. So, and for me, I guess I am a little bit of a shopper just because even though I'm minimal, I have such eclectic taste. I like to switch things up. So I'll usually own something for at least 2 years, sometimes longer than that. But then I'll end up decluttering it and getting something else because, I like to switch up my decor. I like to switch things up. So I'll have something for a while, and then at some point it gets. I mean, don't get me wrong. This stuff I've had since I was a kid. A couple items, but for the most part, anything from my like teenage years on, it just depends. Like with board games and card games, I've had the same board games and card games for. Yeah, no decluttering. Yes, no. Some things take longer to declutter than others. Like I have a Monopoly set, and by the end of this year, the Monopoly board games that I will have had for 20 years. So there's just some stuff that. Oh, Cindy, if you want help, if you want somebody to be your motivation, yeah. And the Monopoly board games that I've had, it's coming up on 20 years of owning it. So that thing, I just, because when it comes to like board games and card games, it just, it hasn't gone out of style. People still like doing it. And, oh, I can do it for 40 days. Oh, that is awesome. Yes. Um, but teenage stuff that you've had for a long time, can be emotional and can be sentimental. Oh yeah, yeah, no, my Uno deck is super old. My Skippo deck is super old. My Yahtzee I've had for a long time too. Yeah. No, I the the games don't get played that often, but there's still times where they get pulled out and they get played with and used. So with board games and card games, there was a time where I considered decluttering them because there's a stretch where they hadn't been used for like a few years, and I'm like, I should technically let these go. But yeah, so yeah, but so for a few years they weren't getting used. I'm like, well, you know, the declutter in me should let these things go. But board games and card games like Monopoly, Uno, Skippo, Yahtzee, Clue, very competitive when they do get played, and for me, they're just sentimental. I just haven't. Oh, Cindy, you and I should like, I don't know, like video chat play sometime. Like I could have a sheet and dice on my end, and you could have like a sheet and dice on your end, and we could, take turns and play virtually. Oh, and here comes Leela. Here comes the sleepy precious. It must be getting late if she's up here. Yep, it's that time. Hey, precious. Hey, kitty babies. Hey, you gonna say hi? You say hi to Cindy. Hmm? I know you're angry because Auntie has the lights on. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. We prefer sitting in the dark. I know. Say hi, Leela. Say hi. He's on his good kitty put his love arms. Here's my snug arms. Here's on your snug arms. And my base. That's cool that you play on your phone. Hey, precious. Here's on his good honkies. Here's my good snuggle bun love. Here's my good snug arms. Good chatting with you too, Cindy. I actually think since this is have fun playing Sims. Yeah, no, I think since this is 2.5 hours, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because it's late and I wanna rest for start my rest time for the night so I can eventually wind down. And plus, Leela is up and wanting snuggles. So everybody have a good night. Thank you to everyone who joined me for this live. Have a good night, Cindy. And I will catch you all on Friday for 10 minutes better.